Hi everyone, I'm Wilsonator, and welcome back to Satisfactory. That's right, we're back again overlooking our progress. As we can see, last time we expanded the factory quite a bit. We've got concrete being produced over there. It actually looks like it's all turned off. I must have run out of power. We got iron being produced here, and over there we've got copper being produced. So the basic resources are being produced. Let me just double check. Are we actually out of power, or are we... Yes, we ran out of fuel. Okay, let's go make some biomass. We might actually do some remodeling today, because we unlocked these foundations. And I played a little bit around with them when I was making my thumbnail for the last video. Check this out, right? So, place the foundations down. Pretty basic, but they have, like, snap points on them, which means you can make a much more well-designed factory using these things. We can, you know, properly lay out our machines and stuff instead of it being kind of like haphazardly placed like these ones are. So we might just refactor a bit of this. I think it's actually pretty simple to do, so I'm just gonna do it. Yeah, fuck it, we're just gonna do it. Yeah, we're just gonna dismantle all of this. Now obviously these bits over here can't be on foundations because they are they're the miners, so they have to be on the nodes. Now let's get our smelters on here first. So yeah, you can see this. See how they snap properly. And we're gonna get one there. Brilliant. And then these storage containers, unfortunately, are gonna have to go. It's fine, we can pick up the stuff that drops into there. Alright, cool. So that seems to kind of work. It's obviously almost exactly the same as it was before, except now it is, like, you know, properly centered. And we can obviously get our power poles and stuff in here too, which we'll probably do. Alright, and now, very simply, we just want to bring those back in. Alright, lovely. So, that should be good. So if we now get our power hooked back up. Is it good? Alright, looks like it's running. And this should all be going straight into here. Yes, this is working correctly again. Alright, lovely. It just makes things a lot easier to kind of manage, I think, and makes it look better in the end as well. So what is our next milestone here, real quick? Let's take a little look. Oops, don't want to dismantle that. Field research. Is this what we want? Probably, right? So for this, we are going to need 300 screws. We could do these manually, but I would like to actually do some, you know, production stuff. Good thing about these is we can expand from here, look. However, what we do need, thinking about it, before we do anything here, we're going to need to get more power. Because I remember last episode we checked this and we are like running at capacity here. Just about 60 megawatts capacity. I think, look, it's bumping up. It's bumping up to 60, so I don't want to go anywhere beyond that or this whole thing's going to shut down. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to run around and grab a whole bunch of leaves, and we're going to try and get at least one more generator here for the time being. Ooh, look at this over here. There's like a forest. I have to admit, I took a little look online. I was very curious, and I, you know, in a way, kind of spoiled it for myself. But the map is fucking massive, dude. I thought, because I remember I talked about this last time, I was like, I wonder how big the map is. And I thought that the area that I chose to spawn, because when you start a new game, you get to choose, like, grasslands, like there's a desert and stuff. I thought that was the map you were choosing. I didn't think that was just part of the map you were going to spawn on. Basically, this map is very big. It is very big. And there's, like, all these different biomes and stuff. It looks like there's a lot to kind of explore and stuff on this. So, that's pretty fucking cool. I mean, considering I thought it was just this grassy area, but there's like a whole load of biomes. I mean, look, we're already in this little forest over here. And once we get this chainsaw, which I saw when I was looking through the tech tree, we can come in here and rip this whole place down, and that would be great. That's what I'm all about, man. All about ripping down nature and replacing it with industry. So yeah, I've been trying to not spoil myself though. I've been trying to like make sure that I keep myself mostly blind. I did take a little look and I saw the size of the map, but that's about it. I've been really trying to keep myself like from knowing what's in this game because I want to find out all for myself. So, oh, someone told me this, a tip. Look, I can hold down the space bar to do it. Oh, That's amazing. All right, so I've just laid out some space here. Right now, this tree is kind of in the way, but we can run through it, so it's not a huge deal. So I think what we want now is a constructor. Okay, cool. So that works. Look, so essentially the idea is we're gonna have some of these rods come out, go into this splitter. We'll split half of them off here to make screws. So that's what we're gonna be crafting in here. So we need one iron rod. We probably want the other load of rods here to come out. Is there a way to get a good, like, snapping angle here? What happens if you did conveyor poles like that? One there. One there. Surely that... Oh, it can snap directly. So if we now hook this up into there, we should... Look, so we've got some coming here, some coming through there. So these guys are staying as iron rods, and the other ones are going into here to turn into screws. Although, I need to actually power it. Oops. We've got plates coming along here. Screws being made here, as you can see, coming out of this constructor. And we've got our rods. So to make a reinforced iron plate, we need these screws and plates. And that's why I've got the plates running next to it here. Because I would like to put them both into... How do we do a double, like... I don't think we can make these yet because they're a double recipe. I think we need like an advanced constructor to do that. Because it uses two inputs, I don't actually believe we can make reinforced plates yet. Alright, for now, we can get rid of this. Yeah, because all these other recipes we've been doing, they are 1-to-1. However, the reinforced plates, they use a double, like there's two things being used in that, so if that makes sense, I hope it does. Let's get storage containers here for the time being then, and we'll be able to store this stuff. Alright, so yeah, we have our rods going in here, we have our screws going in here. We might run into a little bit of a problem with, like, needing more rods at some point, because we're turning loads of them into screws, and you get a lot more screws than you would think you would need. We could, in that sense, we could actually split another third of our rods off here, bring them up and over, and then merge them into this line, so that only 1/3 of our rods turn into screws instead of half of them. We'll get a conveyor lift, right? Look at this. Wait. Oh, it's working already. Oh, shit. I thought I had to hook it up. Look, this is probably... People are going to be face-palming so hard at my... my logistics here. But, look, this is my first time. My first factory. I'm trying to learn it as we go here. Right? And it actually doesn't look too bad. So it just comes down, around, and in. I think my problem is I'm forgetting that this isn't fucking Factorio. I don't have to build this with like a tile layout. I can just place things around. As long as it works, right? Like, and as long as it's somewhat organized, it should be fine. So we're producing rods. This is probably going to slow down the efficiency on this quite a bit here, because only 1/3 of the rods we produce is going to turn into screws. So screws will be produced slower. I don't know if that's smart, but we'll see. If we really need more screws, we could set up an entire new... like smelter like thing here, because we've got another ore deposit right there, so we could have an entire iron ore deposit being turned into screws if need be. We should get enough screws for our field research here anyway. I hope this makes sense. I hope I'm not like completely confusing everyone. I might be confusing the hell out of everyone, but just as a little recap of what I did there is we are smelting some iron over here, turning it into iron rods here. They go through this box, and then they come out here, these iron rods. So then 1/3 goes this way into this constructor, turns into screws, and then the other sides link up over here into this merger, and then they go into this box to be stored as iron rods. So that's basically what I did. Field research, launch. Look at that. We got upgraded too. Look, we got some new inventory slots, and apparently 2 hand slots too. So we've actually, that was tier 1. Tier 1 is complete, so we're on to tier 2 now. So we've got a few things we can do here. Obviously, part assembly. Assembler crafts 2 parts into another part. So this is how we'll make these more advanced parts, I guess, and also the reinforced plates. Obstacle clearing, solid biofuel, the most energy efficient form of solid biomass. I'm going to try and go for that. We need better fuel. We really do need better fuel. Jump pads sound pretty fun. Logistics, obviously, this is, I guess, faster conveyors. Don't really need those just yet, I don't think. Resource sink seems pretty cool, but I don't think we need it just now. So I think we're going to go for obstacle clearing to get this chainsaw, and then we can make solid biofuel, which is energy efficient. We can actually put... Oh, no, we can't. We have to wait for the pod. Alright. We also did get this beacon, I believe, used to mark areas of interest, displayed on your compass with the color and name you set for it. Object scanner. Scans the area for a set item. Beeps at a rate proportional to proximity and direction. Molecular analysis machine is used to analyze new and exotic materials found on alien planets. R&D will assist pioneers through the MAAM to turn any valuable data into usable research options and new technologies. So I assume we probably want one of these, the MAAM. The object scanner requires calibration via the MAAM to enable detection of specific objects. So let's get one of those. Let's try and get a MAAM. We want a MAAM. Probably want to start building like a little room here. Build like a little research room or some shit. Check this out. People are probably going to be like, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you building a house? I mean, look, at least we're not going to get any rain on our molecular analysis terminal here. Oh my god, look at this. Wow. The MAAM. The MAAM is in place. Holy shit, look at it. It looks cool. You know what? I'm just going to get rid of this stupid shit I built. It doesn't look right. It looks weird. I think you can get like doors and stuff later on, and maybe like things for making little rooms, but I don't think this is the right stuff. This is meant to be used to build like second floors and stuff. For now, we'll have it here. We can obviously move it later on, but nutrients. We can research the power slug. Look. Flower petals. The flower petals found in a variety of vegetation were found to have strong coloring properties which might be used to produce dyes. Alien organisms. Used to produce tools to increase the safety of the pioneer. Nutritional, medical stuff. Power slug. Research. We can get power shod. Oh, look! It's researching the slug. Oh, it's done already. Please choose a new node in a tree to begin a new analysis. Yellow power shards. Slug scanning. While scanning the planet for the necessary resources, gold could not be located among them. However, an unknown metal with similar properties was discovered. R&D is requesting field research to acquire samples and determine possible applications. We need to get something else apparently. Hard drive. Multiple fix-it property shipments have been misplaced on the planet. Massage 2. Retrieval of resources and potential production data is recommended. So I guess you find hard drives with information on them. Oh, you unlock the scanning here. That's what slug scanning is. It allows us to scan for power slugs. Alright, I kind of get it. So right now, I don't think this is super urgent. We've got this now. We can do some research using it. However, I really want to get obstacle clearing because I'm very concerned about my power right now. I feel like we're about to run out any moment now, so off you go. Brilliant. Obstacle clearing has been unlocked, and now we can craft a chainsaw. Screws are starting to become an issue. We might have to actually do what I was saying, which is harness that entire iron node over that way and turn it all into screws. Oh, look at this. Hell yeah, dude. Ooh, alright. Gives us wood. Yeah, we're out of power, look. We've run out. Yeah, we want to make a biomass production thing because it's doing it by hand is kind of getting annoying, essentially. So we don't want to keep doing it by hand. So for power, we're going to get something else. Can we get smaller foundations? 8 meters, 8 meters, 8 meters. So I think all of our power is going to be made like over here for now. It would be nice if we could get... I wonder if you can place the hub. Can you just move the whole hub? Ah, and it does just snap onto the foundations like that. Alright, sick. I'm going to just place it down there. So we want to get our... Well, we can get the space elevator here. Look at the fucking size of that. Oh my. Look at the size of that. So this constructor will produce biomass. Now we're going to go to another constructor. The idea is because we're going to have 2 constructors, one here, merge the output because we'll get biomass output, and then they'll go into here to create this solid biofuel. This should be able to go up there, and then hopefully go straight into there. Yep. It's a bit of a weird layout I'm doing here. It's probably, people are probably face palming so hard. I mean, look at it. It's like kind of just getting a bit weird, but I'm learning. All right, I'm learning. Then this can come up here like this, right? So this is where the biomass will come out, and we'll get a storage container for it. It's definitely a new base, but it's you know, it's something. We'll probably get a lot better at this. I'll probably look back at this later and I'll be like, fuck, what was I doing? Get 4 of them. So let's try and kickstart this a bit with some biomass. So if we just throw a bunch of leaves into here, should work, right? Oh, here we go. Yep. Look at that. It's a big old pack of biomass. And how many does this need? 8. So it goes through there, goes that way. I mean, this is a good way to get like a very quick right angle on it as well, on the conveyor belts. Slowly but surely, this is now producing some solid biofuel. There we go. Great. So what we're going to do, I'm going to head over to the forest over this way. I'm going to grab a whole load of leaves and stuff from over there. Oh, what the fuck's that? What? Oh, no, it's a spider. It's a spider. It's a spider. Okay, so basically, in the options, there's this arachnophobia mode. And I read about it prior to it because I have, you know, arachnophobia. But I read about it, and apparently replaces spiders with little cat faces. So that's probably what that was. We could turn that off potentially, but also I'm a fucking pussy. Look at the base from up here. It's great, dude. Yeah, I'm a big pussy when it comes to spiders in games or in real life. I'm a huge pussy, so I hope you understand. And this one is just gonna come straight out and go directly into there, here, into there, and that works. So this should, yep, it starts producing biofuel here now too. So we get more and more going in here. All right, boom. Part assembly is ready for launch. Let's go. It's off. So we now got the assembler. Wow, that uses motors. How do we make motors then? Let's take a little look and see what this next stuff we have. Look, we've got copper sheets. That's easy to make. That's just a simple craft. Modular frames. They use reinforced iron plates. Rotors. That's it. Not a motor. Rotor. And that's a double craft piece. So, all right. Well, I think this is probably a good point for us to finish. We have done a lot of revamping the factory today for the most part. We've been redesigning parts of it. We obviously built like an automatic crafter for our fuel, which is very useful because doing that by hand was getting quite tedious. So we have leaves and wood being turned into biomass, and that's being turned into solid biofuel. We have redeployed basically all of this stuff on foundations. And yes, it is probably messy. I don't think this is very efficient right now. But it's a start. And what we probably want to do next time, like I said, is we probably want to get another miner on that one. And we want to produce screws from a single deposit instead of splitting our rods off to make screws. Because screws are becoming like the choke point for us, really. We're running quite low on them. A lot. It's like slow production. We also created the MAAM, the molecular something machine there, so we can do some researching and stuff and get more technologies and stuff. As if we didn't have enough already, we're going to get even more. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.